So let us find out what exactly is unfolding right now here in price action of Bitcoin, because the price has somehow managed to stay above this 16,500 support line. Yesterday on my video I showed you with so many different examples why 16,500 in the medium short term was a very strong support line and also a very important line which we were not supposed to break. And now you can see the price after testing the 16,500 is trying to show this bullishness and also approaching this very important line, a resistance line, and breaking that could turn the price of Bitcoin very bullish. And this is the reason why we are going to start this analysis using symmetrical triangle in an hourly time frame. But before we jump into the content, guys, please, if you haven't destroyed that like button, then do it right now. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now, looking at this in a smaller time frame, we are aware, guys, the price of Bitcoin here is clearly showing a very interesting scenario, indicating in a couple of hours we could be finally choosing a trend duration, because we are aware the price right now is still fighting above the 16,500 16,400 range, but we want the price in the medium short term also to break the resistance from this upper line, because if this resistance gets broken from the symmetrical triangle, then we are looking at this price structure here like this. I mean, the price of Bitcoin could continue this impulsiveness here in this manner, and in that case, guys, you can see the price could be approaching around this 0.5 Fibonacci line, and this 0.5 Fibonacci line is lining exactly at 17,000 area. So in the medium short term, the 0.382 and 0.5 Fibonacci line are going to be looked as our potential upcoming target once we flip the resistance from this upper trend line. Beside this, guys, beside this, if you also look at one bearish scenario which was unfolding for Bitcoin yesterday, I showed you this bearish scenario known as rising wedge could be quite tricky. I mean, if the price manages to find proper support above this 16,500 range, even though this is considered as a bearish scenario, the price could be still favoring the bulls. I mean, with some range bound, price could still continue this uptrend to a 17,000 before choosing an actual trend duration. Why? Because we know, guys, if you look at this scenario again here in a very simple way using this inverse head and shoulder, you can see according to this inverse head and shoulder, once the price breaks the resistance or the neckline area from this inverse head and shoulder, then there is a very high probability that we are going to continue this uptrend towards this 17,000 before price chooses a trend duration, because we know this upper line is also the upper line resistance from the symmetrical triangle. And if that is going to happen, guys, if that is going to happen, then we are going to get attracted towards upper line resistance also from this right angle broadening wedge. Yes, this right angle broadening wedge is also indicating if the price of Bitcoin wants to show any sort of impulsiveness, then we have to overcome one of the most important line of resistance which you have around 17,000, because if you do flip the 17,000 after this bullishness into proper support, then guys, then this trend is going to be very bullish. Yes, we will be focusing on this 18,500 to 19,000 range as our potential upcoming target once we flip the support above 17,000 area. Beside this, guys, beside this, even if we look at this one scenario here, yesterday we did talk about the CPI indicator. According to the CPI indicator, our target or our focus is around this S2 line. Yes, this S2 line in the medium short term is going to be attracting the price also around 17,000, because if you look at this S2 line, the S2 line is sitting exactly at 17,000 area. So that's why a lot of conflicts around this area, 17,000. So this is going to be looked as our potential medium short term target for Bitcoin. But if we do, if we do penetrate through this S2 line and also continue this uptrend, then in that case, S1 line for this November month until the end of this November month, guys, this S1 line 18,700 to 19,000 is going to be looked as our upcoming target for Bitcoin. And not just only this, guys, even if you look at this price structure using the descending broadening wedge, you can see very clearly the price has somehow managed to flip the previous temporary resistance line into support, because the upper line here has rejected the price couple of times in the past price action, you can see, and this exact line acted as a support. And now if we look at this formation here like this, you can see the price of Bitcoin looks like it has somehow managed to flip this previous temporary raise line into support, and now this trend could be slowly heading here towards the 17,000 before we choose a trend direction here in this manner, because we know not just only looking at this in a 4-hour time using descending broadening wedge, but also if you look at this descending channel or so-called bull flag formation. So just a friendly reminder before we talk about this descending channel, if you haven't destroyed that like button, if you have forgotten to destroy that like button, then do it right now. And for those individuals watching this for the first time, please hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now if we look at this price structure in a 4-hour time frame using this descending channel, we can see very clearly, just like here from the descending broadening wedge, this upper line has rejected the price couple of times in the past price action. And now what I'm trying to show you here is that if we do manage to remain above 16,500 range, then this bullish scenario is going to play out, and price in that case is going to continue this uptrend also according to this descending channel, according to this descending broadening wedge, according to this central pivot range indicator, a leading indicator, according to this right angle broadening wedge, according to this inverse head and shoulder. You can see so many bullish scenario is going to play out once we flip the 16,500 and also the 17,000 resistance into proper support. So please keep a close eye around this 16,500, because we want the price at any cost to remain above that price range. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my vlog, then please destroy that like button, and for those individuals watching it for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. Now by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.